Peter. 17 first-class matches and now 4 test matches. How much better is that than the other 16 first-class matches you've played?
Nah, definitely a lot better. It's been tough work and over the last probably few months and just working to it, but I'm very pleased now that, I'm going okay and great to get the victory today.
Just give us an idea of your thoughts in those last, say, 15 minutes of that test match. Did you think the chance had gone?
No, I thought there was always a chance. That's the funny thing with test matches. It usually comes down late in the 5th day to sort of get victory. And lucky enough, obviously, we had a few chances a bit earlier on, and then lucky enough we could finish it off at the end there and just before the break.
And how have you found it? It's been the series is all over in about 3 weeks. You've almost gone back to back to back test matches. How have you found that as a fast bowler?
Yeah, obviously it's been tough, and obviously it's my first test series, so it's a lot of hard work and it's just something I've got to get used to and start looking towards for the future. But no, it was exciting and tough, and no, I just can't wait for the next few matches.
Well, mate, you've done terrific. 8 wickets in the test match. The 3 mobile player of the match, Peter Siddle. Thanks, Peter. Well done, mate. I now ask Nigel to come back to the lectern and to announce the man of the series.
So the 3 mobile man of the series is Graeme Smith for his historic win, great captaincy and fantastic batting.
Well, I've just got to quickly ask you, mate. I want to give you another trophy, but you can't hang on to it, so hard luck, mate. When did you decide today that you were going to bat?
Well, I arrived here with no kit this morning, so I wasn't going to go out this morning. I was hoping that it wouldn't be needed, but obviously as the day unfolded and things got a little bit closer, I started to get a bit more nervous, I guess, and after tea with about 25 overs to go, I started to think about it, and once we lost a few wickets, AB got out and the tail were in, I decided I was going to go from sort of about 20-odd overs, and I was really pleased that the guys managed to hold out for 100-odd balls. It made my life a lot easier.
And what about Mackay there? I've been watching Mackay play now for a dozen years. I've never seen him bat that long anywhere. Nets, game, series. What about that today? How was that? How good was that?
Well, look, I think both tails have played a big part in the series. They've made captains' life's nightmares. So, it was really great to see that. The guys have worked really hard in the nets, and I think just Dale and Mackay's stand at the end there just epitomises the character of the team and what this team is all about. So it's a real privilege to watch guys really dig in and really give it their all like that.
And I'm going to ask you a few more questions in a moment when you come back to get that trophy. So, ladies and gentlemen, man of the series, Graeme Smith. As Nigel Dews mentioned, it's been a wonderful test match, not just because of the cricket, but because of what's happened and the money that's been raised for the McGrath Foundation. I can inform you that over $500,000 has now been raised for the foundation. I'd like to invite to the lectern to say a few words a favourite son of this ground, a man who played 12 test matches here, Glenn McGrath.
Well, thanks, Tup. Firstly, let me say it's an honour to be standing here today. To think what we've achieved over the last 5 days still blows me away. And I know Jane would be very proud. Jane was an amazing person who had a real love for life, and she used to say that every day was beautiful and something to be treasured. And I guess that's how we try to live our life each and every day. For something to come off like it has during this test match, it doesn't just happen overnight. And I guess on behalf of the McGrath Foundation, my family and myself, I'd like to thank so many people. A huge thank you to Cricket Australia, Cricket New South Wales, the Sydney Cricket and Sports Grounds Trust, 3 Mobile, Channel 9 and Women's Weekly, with a special mention to the Channel 9 commentators, the Daily Telegraph, Adidas, and all other media that have worked with us over the last little while. I'd also like to say a special thank you to Ricky, the Australian boys and their partners for what the support you guys have given me is unbelievable, and I love you guys, and I could never thank you enough. To Graham Smith and the South African team, thank you very much for your support, and I'd also like to congratulate you guys for winning the series. You played some awesome cricket. Well done. Also, I'd like to thank everyone at the McGrath Foundation, with a special mention of Kylie Tink and Tracy Bevan. You two guys is why this has been so successful, and without you here, my job would have been a lot harder, and thank you very much. We've got some great things happening and look forward to working again. As Nigel mentioned, the volunteers that have come along here, it still amazes me that they would give their time up for myself and the foundation and come here and do that. So a huge thank you to you guys. To my family and friends, over the past 6 months it's been pretty tough, and without you guys I'm not sure I would have got through it, so a huge thank you. And finally, to the crowd and everyone who came out and supported the boys, and everyone at home who supported the McGrath Foundation, a huge thank you. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. And I'd like to finish off by thinking what we've achieved over the last 5 days is amazing. And I stand here now a very proud Australian. And as we say at the McGrath Foundation, together we can make a difference. And I think we've definitely achieved that over the last 5 days. So thank you very much, and have a great day.
Thank you, Glenn McGrath. It's now my pleasure to welcome the Chairman of Cricket Australia, Mr. Jack Clark.
Thank you, Mark. We've seen this 3 mobile test series why Test cricket is rightly regarded as cricket's premium format and the ultimate test of a cricketer's character and ability. Every match has ebbed and flowed, and both teams have had chances to win every match. On behalf of Australian cricket, congratulations to Graham Smith and the South African team for the historic Test win. Your victory is well deserved. To Ricky Ponting and the Australian team, not the series result you wanted, but true cricket followers admire your fighting qualities, particularly to come back and win this Test. We look forward to the Commonwealth Bank series and the further 3 Test matches between these 2 great sides to be played in South Africa in a few weeks' time. Thank you once again to 3 Mobile for making it possible to stage this series, to Channel 9 and the ABC for their great coverage, and to the print media for helping keep the public excited about Test cricket. Thank you also to the public for getting behind this series, either by attending or tuning in. And above all, thank you to 3 Mobile, Channel 9 and the people of Sydney for their wonderful generosity and support of the McGrath Foundation throughout this game. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. It's now my great pleasure to welcome to the stage the Captain of Australia, Ricky Ponting. Ricky, as Jack mentioned, obviously a disappointing series result, but you've got to be proud how the boys bounced back in this Test match.
Yeah, obviously, look, I'm very proud of the way we've played right through the series, to tell the truth. I think, the results, obviously, in the first couple of games weren't what we would have liked, but for different times through those games, we were in good positions in the games, but we just weren't good enough to hold our position. And full credit to Mickey and Graham Smith, the way the South Africans have played this series. It has been very good Test cricket. They've been behind the 8 ball and they've been able to bounce back and turn, pretty negative situations into very positive situations for their team, and that's a sign of a very good team. So congratulations to you guys. But as I said, Mark, I'm very proud of what we've done. To fight back and win this Test match was a great effort, especially with some of our younger guys coming in. And it's always nice to get young players off to a winning start in their Test careers.
Mate, just a quick word on your heart rate now. Is it back to about 140? Where was it about 15 minutes ago? It's
been up about 180, 190 for the last hour and a half, I think. When I saw that storm coming in over the top of the grandstand there, I must admit the blood pressure went up a little bit. And I was rushing around the field and trying to get guys organised and make bowling changes or whatever. But luckily for us, the weather held off, and we've been just good enough to get across the line.
Well, mate, thanks very much. It was a terrific series, and you certainly played your part. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain of Australia, Ricky Ponting.